Hi everyone, this is Erica Wood with the Hopkins County Extension Office, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about this lovely plant right here, and that is the common sunflower. We actually had some plants volunteer from our little sunflower patch last year, and just with them being a great late summer to fall blooming flower, I thought it'd be a good video to talk to you about today, with them just being a lovely photo opportunity, as well as them making a great cut flower arrangement for the fall. And so with the common sunflower, it is Helianthus annuus, and it belongs to the Asteraceae family. So you hear me talk a lot about that family. And, you know, one of the characteristics, as we had mentioned last week in our zinnia video, is that they have a composite flowering structure. So just to kind of repeat from last week, the composite flower has the outer ray florets, which kind of resemble what look like petals, these outer yellow parts. And then you have the center disc florets that are in that dome slash cone shape of the flower. So the composite flower is made up of both ray and disc florets. And so with sunflowers, they are very easy to start from seed, and that's how people will traditionally start them. They'll purchase their seed packets in the spring and plant them for a late summer into fall flowering season. And there's just so many different varieties and hybrids, cultivars that you can purchase. You know, people are growing them for the flowers, and so you can buy kind of the more traditional yellow flower, or you can get other color combinations that are more like red and burgundy and bronze, white, and even some varieties that are more bicolor too. The flower size is going to vary as well depending on the cultivar. You might get some that have maybe smaller size flowers but more of them on a flowering stalk, or you may get something like the mammoth sunflower that gets just this one big massive sunflower on it, which is pretty neat to see. And so when you're growing them for the flowers, after those finish up for the season, they will give rise to seeds, and hundreds and hundreds of seeds, honestly. And it's very easy to get new plants started, because those seeds will usually drop to the ground and start sprouting, even in your gardens for next year, if they're not eaten by wildlife first, of course. But you know, these are very easy plants to grow. Place them, plant the seeds in a full sun location, give them 6 or more hours of direct sunlight a day in order for them to bloom well for you. And also make sure they're in well-drained soil. You don't want it to be too dry or too wet, just kind of like right there in between. And they should do well. But other than that, they're a very easygoing plant. And so, you know, whenever you're growing these plants, they will develop the vegetative structure first. They'll develop these very upright, kind of coarse, hairy stems, and then leaves that are traditionally in an alternate leaf arrangement, and they will be a lanceolate to cordate leaf shape, and they're pretty rough and hairy to the touch as well. And then, of course, then eventually you give rise to the flowering structures. And so, you know, why grow this plant other than just for aesthetics and ornamental purposes? You know, this is a really great plant for our insect and wildlife populations. So this can actually serve as a larval food source for a variety of caterpillar species, such as the silvery checker spot butterfly. You might see those caterpillars feeding on your plants. A lot of caterpillars love the Helianthus genus. In addition, these also serve as a great nectar food source for bees and butterflies. So again, especially as other flowers are starting to fade for the year, a lot of times sunflowers are still blooming, and those insect populations can gather that nectar. So that's important as well. And again, wildlife love the seeds that are produced. So this is really great if you're trying to attract birds to your yard, especially goldfinches, which is kind of feast on these plants. So really good for supporting our local wildlife populations and biodiversity. But really also too, these are grown for commercial purposes that are used in livestock feed as well as in human food too, with the extraction of sunflower oil. So you could say this is kind of like a super plant. Serves many purposes and benefits a whole lot of people and animals too. So really great all around plant to have. So, definitely enjoy your sunflowers this season. Use them in your lovely fall arrangements, and maybe try growing them next year in your garden. Well, I think that'll do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.